What's up, guys? Welcome to Control, or as I like to think of it, the spiritual successor to SCP Foundation, the game, or PsyOps, the Mindgate Conspiracy. From what I know of Control, I've played, I don't know, maybe a couple hours or something last night while I was trying to decide whether or not I was going to put this up on YouTube. What I know about it so far is it is a kind of a Metroidvania of sorts. Not so much in the traditional sense, you know, being a 2D platformer and whatnot, but it also has a lot of, action and shooting and, psychic stuff and, all that fun crap. But, it is what it is. You guys all know what this game is about. It's been out for a while now. I just picked it up because it went on sale, and it's pretty neat so far. But let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to be starting a new game. Yes, we'll overwrite all of my progress. Continue. Beautiful. Load times are a little long, I will say. I'm playing on a regular PS4. I don't know how long these episodes are gonna be. Probably when I just get to certain points, I'll just cut it off. But I don't know. They'll probably be at least a half hour long. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Who freaking knows? But so far, I'm digging the game so far.
This is gonna be weirder than usual.
I'll let Jesse take it from here.
You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello?
Okay.
Anyone here?
We are in this.
I see it. But what is it? I can feel it. It resonates.
It is the Federal
Things
Bureau
you
of
showed
Control.
me, my friend. I forget. It's all in my head. There's no you, right?
So I'm probably not going to spend all my time picking these things up. I've picked up every single one of them that I could see in my other playthrough, and they have some interesting stuff here and there, and if they're right in front of me, I'll grab them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to look for them.
Point me in the right direction.
So, the first thing I noticed about this game is that it it is definitely the closest approximation we have as far as a game version of the SCP Foundation, not including the SCP game that came out, of course, obviously. This one's more akin to what the Foundation would actually be like if it was a physical representation in a game. Not so much the monsters,
Federal
but the
Bureau of
organization
Control.
itself. And if you're not familiar with the
All these
SCP
years I've been
Foundation,
looking for them, and they were hiding in
Jesse,
plain sight.
Jesse, I'm trying to have a thing here. But if you're not familiar with the SCP Foundation, also game devs, I'm about to show you something that you need to pay attention to if you want to have a successful game. Mute copyrighted music. Oh my god, what a feature. What a world we live in. Anyway, yeah, if you don't know about the SCP Foundation, look it up. It's great. It's a quote-unquote fanfic website where people put up all these different, research documents and things like that of, various things called SCPs, which are objects or creatures or people or things and various other thingamajigs that need to be contained or protected or whatever, and they're all anomalous and whatnot. And by the way, I must say, who designs an office / business suite meeting room that doesn't have a door? I'll tell you what designs it. A psychotic building.
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
So, you might have noticed that we're back at the beginning now, but the building's not exactly like we remember it. This is the first thing that I noticed in this game, and I was like, okay, I'm on board. This building is definitely alive. Wonder what would happen if I go back this way now. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Alright, you got me. You got me pranked, bro. Yeah. This whole building shifts around, and it has a lot to do with the fact that the building is alive. It's pretty neat. I dug it. It's the kind of thing you wouldn't notice. I noticed it, of course, on the first, because I'm a certifiable genius. No, but it's the kind of thing you wouldn't necessarily notice unless you're looking for strange things. Because you just think, oh yeah, okay, it's a different part of the building. No, it's not. It's the same part of the building we came through already. There's the metal detector and everything. But yeah, that part kind of, I was like, that's cool. That's pretty neat.
And the poster.
It's the kind of stuff you could do with video games.
The first time I saw behind the poster, they told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
What's up, Rockman? See, I think the coolest part about that is the fact that Jessie, the character, doesn't mention it. She doesn't notice it, or she doesn't feel the need to say anything about it. It's up to the player to actually notice that the building layout changed so dramatically, and I think that's cool. That's good storytelling. So we'll just go through these credits. But one thing I have noticed about this game is there's a lot of storytelling in the environment if you pay attention. And I think that's cool. It doesn't necessarily hold your hand. I mean, yeah, there's exposition here and there, but it's not the be-all, end-all. They do want you to kind of snoop around and figure some stuff out on your own.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Don't think I'm going to be gathering all this, but still kind of look around. Give me that clearance level. No. Okay.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
See, my first thought when I heard that was, why do you think it's a murder weapon? Normally people don't think that
Something's
suicide
outside.
counts as murder.
Was coming here a mistake?
But hey, it is what it is.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
I like this guy, this scientist. They did a good job with his casting.
Look at this place. Where am I? The same, though.
It's okay, just a mild stroke.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
This is a pretty cool gun. It's pretty neat. It's a good way to keep you in the action, because the ammo regenerates. You don't have to worry about management or anything. Hey, back off. You also don't have to use all of your ammo up at once. You can sit there when you're on low. Little thing will regenerate. It's a very simple system, but it's very easy to understand. I like that. It's good to just get into it. Don't have to think too hard about it. You can swap shoulders by hitting down on the D-pad, by the way. I think every third-person shooter needs to have that as a feature. If it doesn't, then you're doing it wrong.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. It's safe to go.
Oh yeah, quieted down outside. Of course it has.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Walk away!
Hey, hey, back off. Yeah, the health pickups in this game are also very easy.
The hotline.
They just kind of drop out of dead enemies.
Communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Easy peasy, right? And because of my video game knowledge and the fact that the gamer intellect is really going right now because the music stopped, you know that all the threats are dead. Alright. This is a pretty badass shelter, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, you'll find these things around. These contain mods and materials that you need in order to upgrade your materials, or your materials, upgrade your weapons, abilities, all sorts of stuff. So we came from that way. Oh yeah, the destruction in this game is awesome. By the way.
Reminder, if you experience
Yeah, how weird is this?
unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room
Yeah.
for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room.
Alright, let's continue on. Right, so I want to go ahead and rush to the point where I get, you know, spooky telekinetic powers.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss burrowing into everything in this place. Alright, it's our enemy.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. As best I can. Ow, 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 ow. Stop. There's that guy. Hey. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. That'd be very, very embarrassing. Thanks.
Must cleanse control points
Come on, come on, let me do the thing. Knock over all this expensive equipment.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
So if you haven't noticed already, colors are a very big deal in this game. They represent a lot of different things. You know, red's bad, blue's good. Real complicated.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello.
Hello?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
I feel like at some point in the development of this game, there were going to be alternate conversation options, and then they scrapped it in order to have a more, you know, linear
Director
progression in the story.
Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow, this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown, before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Oops.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
See, all that
Ripping it out rips them apart.
all that tells me is that it's harder for the hiss to infiltrate a person than it is for them
over
to
here.
infiltrate the building.
We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I could try to dig out some old files for you.
Very classified.
My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Alright, hands up everybody. Who's actually ever used one of those old rotary style phones?
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
So yeah, you could sit down here.
It's just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now.
Shut up.
Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there.
So yeah, Runaway Seeker you have, as have I. Okay. We're gonna look at the map here for a second. This is one of the maps. I'm right there next to the boardroom where you can access areas and whatnot. There are other places that you can go to. There's different sectors. But yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably go over this whole thing right here. Has your weapon mods, your personal mods. These are things that can augment your weapons. Not in, like, crazy ways, but, you know, okay ways. So we'll just throw some of these on here and get that all taken care of. What we got here? Health recovery on element pickup. Energy. I guess more health. Sure, why not? I'm not going to go through all those. Okay. Normally I would. Not going to this time. Sector elevator. Another thing I like about the game so far is the fact that you can just walk around and explore. It doesn't even tell you you're not supposed to be here or anything. Like this I don't know what this is. I'm pretty sure this is an object of power. But I don't have access to it. I'm really curious about it. I want to know what it is. It's a jukebox. Hands up, who's ever messed with a jukebox before? Right here, this guy. But yeah, it's my picture again. All directored up. Don't have level 3 clearance yet. But yeah, one thing I think is really cool is you don't have to check your map like at all. Just like any regular office building, you can see where you're going. Nostalgia department. It's kind of interesting.
There it is again. A welcome message.
Hey, shut up. Nothing good happened here. Hello. All the bad guys. Welcome to the cafeteria. Not a great cafeteria. Big, ominous red hallway? Okay, yeah, that's a no.
It's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
You know, just a mild aneurysm, no big deal. So yeah, you don't have to aim while you're shooting. You can just kind of shoot and run. And considering there's infinite ammo, effectively, you know, not a bad strat. Communications department. Let's go. Well, dead letters is where we're at. We're making our way to communications. Let's grab this first. Hey. Cut it out. R3 to get behind cover, by the way. Doorbell. Thought he was coming up the other way. Guess not. Good to go. Kinda. Cleansed again. So, you can use these control points as fast travel. Just let you know. Also, when you access one of these, this will act as your checkpoint for if you die. So anytime you're going somewhere and you run by one of these, you might as well just go into it. Takes a second.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Because unfortunately, this game does use an annoying checkpoint system. So if you die and the last checkpoint you accessed was, you know, ages ago, you'll have to run your happy ass all the way to that other location. Which is not great. Internet usage rules. Level 5 access or clearance is required to access internet? Ugh. It's rough, bro. Like, no modern technology is allowed in this place. So cell phones, cameras, number 2 pencils. They specify that, number 2 pencils. Hey, bro. Oh. Alright.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Okay. I think there was a thing I missed. Hang on a second. I'll come back here. It's a book club. All right. Bad for that guy, though. Ow. Fucking broke my arm or some shit. Mail tubes are going fast. Good to go. Alright, hands up, everybody. Who's actually ever touched a floppy disk?
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Let's go. Yeah, old mama. The physics in the game are very, very satisfying. Unfortunately, the game does lag a bit here and there, which I'm sure we'll see while we're playing. But yeah, I've had some major frame rate stutters. Missed. You just kind of rip pieces of the environment out if there's nothing directly in front of you to grab. It's kind of neat. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Feels good to use. And of course, various things that you can pick up have different properties. Like you can pick up explosive objects and chuck them at things.
There you are.
It's pretty neat.
You were gone. Cut off.
So let's see.
I got it.
Chicka chow! Nailed him. Cut it out. Done. Easy peasy. So yeah, that was an explosive cart of some sort that I chucked at them in the beginning of that whole fight. Made it way easier. So yeah, you don't have to wait for the lock-on. Oh. Yeah, you don't have to wait for the lock-on to actually throw things at people. You can manually aim at it, you know, people, which is pretty cool. Don't mind me. Loser. Alright. So now that I've actually
Emily said that the hotline can be
got the
reached through
Nito psychic powers, Let's have some fun with them. Anybody here? No? Alright, fine. If you don't want to throw the thing you're holding, you hit square. You just drop it. Something the game doesn't tell you, but you can do. Could have sworn there were enemies here. Sweet. Clerics level 1, let's go. Sweet.
This must open the door.
Another clearance level 1, let's go. Double clearance level 1. Can't be stopped.
They can fly now. Great.
Perfect. So this guy will dodge. I think it was kind of a bummer that they put in this boss fight like right after you get your psychic powers, because you can't use them against him. You can only shoot him. You can kind of interrupt him with your powers, but all the damage is your pistol, which is a bit unfortunate. So yeah, he just dodges everything. Alright, see you later, Tomasi.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Good talk.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Where'd all the other enemies go? The first time I fought him, he was spawning other enemies. I think at some point in that fight I was getting shot at, but whatever.
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms.
Alright, take this down.
The hiss got him.
Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous
The hotline can't be far now.
Surely. Can't be far now. Looks like a door. When you first walk in here, it looks like a door's right there. Okay. So, this puzzle, and I use the word puzzle lightly.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with the black pyramid.
Yep. So yeah, this puzzle, not gonna lie, I died. I was like, oh, okay, so I flicked the switch, cool. Does that mean I could just walk through here? And then I walked through here and I died. It's not how this puzzle works.
been here before?
You just turn around and
No.
pull the cord.
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream. She has a black pyramid on it.
Same deal. Not do the thing. There we go. Get out of here, you weird blob thing. Thing is a little terrifying. Leave me alone. You extra dimensional swarm of granite bees.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you.
A little bit. Let's see. Did we get the thing? It was a cool little video about the floppy disk that I thought was pretty neato. I think I skipped it though. Yeah, I think it was something I found in an office somewhere.
Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
It's probably in an office close to... Ah, shit! Don't do that. Ow. So that was grabbing an explosive thing and lobbing it into something very close to me. I think I did that in that exact place before. Okay. Let's try this again. Ugh. Don't kill me, game. The load times are annoying to deal with. Hey, bud. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. It's an explosive guy. Don't really want to mess with him. Oh, hey. Hey, bud. Why don't you have a seat? Don't shoot me, bro. Watch out for those explosives. That was close. Hey, who's shooting those rockets at me? Cut it out. Do a little light reading in the middle of a firefight in BD. Stop it! Hey. Don't make me come up there. I will. Okay. There is an ability you can get that lets you grab rockets and grenades out of the air. I haven't picked it up yet. Well, I mean, obviously in this playthrough I haven't picked it up, but I didn't pick it up in my other playthrough either. So, might do that. Think that could be good. Who knows? Yeah, let's go to Central Executive. Fun stuff. We'll talk to Emily, and then probably in the episode. Because, you know, it's been an hour. Did what I wanted to, though. Got the psychic powers. Got the hotline. Not bad for a first episode.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms?
Okay, shut up.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
So I don't know if it's just me, but does Jessie's internal monologue sound younger than her outside speaking voice? Is that just me? It's just me. Thanks, Rockman. Thanks. Appreciate the support. Neat.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing.
That's nice, Pope.
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Objects up to 20 feet. Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance.
So, now we have access to these menus here. We can get new abilities, which I'm going to be putting like all of mine into launch, which is our telekinetic powers. Because I like to throw things at people and do things like that. Pretty neat. Alright, so now I've only got 1 point left. I could save it, but I might as well just like put it into energy. Not that big a deal. I haven't done much of anything with melee, really. Then Astral Constructs, that's for mods and weapon forms. We might as well make the new weapon form, which is the Shatter, which is exactly what you think it is. It's a shotgun. Okay. So these can all take their own individual mods. We'll go ahead and have 2 more projectiles come out. What do we have here? Nothing good. You can see the rarity of the mod in the upper right-hand corner. I'm just going to deconstruct all these. Get some more, pine trees. Because I don't know what the resource is called, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. Accuracy and chance to refund ammo on hit. I'm good. I am good. Alright, so. Neat. Right, well, if this is your first time on the channel, I like to make cuts from my YouTube content, so I am going to be doing an outro. However, I will be continuing the Twitch stream itself, so if you're watching, feel free to continue watching. But anyway, that's going to do it for that episode. If you guys liked it, feel free to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth. This is Control. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I am. I think the ambiance in this game is, stellar. But, hey, that's going to do it for that one. Bye-bye.